Good morning, I'm Frank Tobias. This is Parker. In other videos you may know him as Birdie, but he's been in the barn a while and his name has evolved into Parker. He's the same horse. He is a 10-year-old Belgian warm blood that's been in a rehabilitation. He had some fetlock surgery. So he has been on stall rest for a long time and hand walking. We are at about 75 days since the procedure. He's starting to really work and move now. Back, top line's coming back. It's been a challenge on his feet because he's not moving much. So keeping the diet tight to what he's using was a challenge because he was underweight. So at this point, I don't have as much improvement in the feet that I would like to see. This is the third trimming, but we do have improvement. And I still wanted to document the trimming. I couldn't do the second trimming. I wasn't in a place where I had a camera. I couldn't videotape the second trimming. So on this trimming, it's going to be very similar to the ones I've done before. It's very simple, very small amount will be taken. Let's just get started. I always start by looking at the bottom. Do you want to bring it around to look at the bottom? Mm-hmm. Come on, buddy. There you go. Good boy. I want to look at my depth and my collateral groove. I want to have an inch right here from this surface. I want to have 3/4 of an inch right here from this surface. So you can see I'm close at the back. I'm shallow at the front. There's nothing to take off on the bottom of this foot. I can clean up the frog a little bit. I've got a little bit of tissue hanging on the sides. And I want to make sure I don't have anything that's folding over and catching debris. So you see how simple that is. I have not taken anything off the bottom really. And I'm not going to worry about this other stuff. That's all I can take off at the bottom. This horse has not been trimmed for 4 or 5 weeks at this point, and you see how little excess he has. This is also a horse that hasn't been moving much. He still doesn't have a lot of excess. The majority of what I'm going to do is going to be from the top. I want to address the flaring. Yeah, good stretch, yeah. I keep my file close to my hairline, and I file straight down. A lot of times when I'm teaching someone in person, I do half the foot just like that, so that they can see the difference between I've taken the flare away and this still has the flare on it. Come on, buddy. I know that's a little high. I'll fix it in a second. Very important that you keep the file close to the hairline. Don't hit the hairline, but I don't want to spend a bunch of time filing like this away from the hairline. That'll over trim the foot very quickly. If you
Show that again from the front.
I don't trim like that. I trim like that. Where I'm close to the hairline here gives me my angle that I want to file. If I file like this, I will over trim very quickly. I go to the smooth side of the file, and that's the side that I'll file on the edge here. I don't take off much. I clean up the roughness. You see how little that is that I took off. There's hardly any shavings on the ground. Nobody.
He's interested.
But if you look at the feet, you can see the difference between the trimmed foot and the untrimmed foot.